Welcome to Redshirt Scholars. Welcome to the channel. So I wanted to create a channel that would really help college athletes take advantage of the NIL space. So I created the channel Redshirt Scholars. So hopefully you like the content that I'm pushing to this channel. My goal of this channel is really to provide education. I know you're getting a lot of education from your schools, but more so application, things that you can apply right away, some actionable items little by little, and hopefully through your feedback, I can understand what more you can or what more you might need for this channel. So the goal of this video is how to source NIL deals. So I want to get right into it. Hi, I want to show my face, but now I'm going to get right into this video and show you what we can do to get NIL deals here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to turn my camera off because I want the focus to be on the screen itself. So how to get NIL deals, which I think is very valuable for a lot of people now. Like you have this new way of actually making some income, and I understand not everyone's going to make the income as the Power 5 schools, which the majority of the money is going to the football players and also the basketball players. So this video is mainly for those that are low D1, D2, D3, essentially non-Power 5, junior college. You know, this is the video for you to really go out and source your own NIL deals. I know there's stuff that's in place, like Open Doors, all these different platforms that is probably at your school. But yet, even though you have these platforms, are you getting people that are engaging with your account? So this is really the way that's going to help you gather some NIL deals. So the first thing you want to do, so this will be step one. Step one is essentially knowing your internal process. So what your internal process is, as I mentioned, Open Doors. You're probably familiar with that. Open Doors, so it might be something that your school might use. So the first thing is, want to know your internal process. The reason your internal process is important is because you want to know how to lead the person that you do a deal with, how to actually implement that deal. So step one is actually know your internal process. Now step two is why we got the screen up. So we're finally to the screen now. Is to look local. So local NIL deals. So this is what I would do if I was looking for deals locally. So you should know kind of what you're looking for. Here's an article, and what I'm looking for here when I go through local NIL deals, I just typed in Google. What I'm looking for is I'm trying to understand what deals athletes are getting. So this is one that's a local dealership has done an NIL deal here. So this is one that was done in Texas, and Texas has done a lot of different NIL deals with athletes in Texas. And so you want to kind of understand that. So I would first understand look locally first versus nationally, unless you have a potential a relationship with someone that works at a national company that you can tap into, which I would honestly start there first too. So if you don't want to go local, if you already have some contacts at these national brands, a family member or a friend, you could potentially start there. But if not, I think the easiest way for someone to start on a level of D2, D3 is look locally. Look locally first to actually find these deals. So that information has been put out there in a lot of different articles. A lot of people are saying the same thing, that it's probably better local for D3 and D2 athletes. The next part is how do you get engaged with those athletes? I mean, not those athletes, those business owners. That's very important to understand. How do you get engaged with those business owners? So this is what I would do. Once you understand, okay, I want to, for instance, as I said before, here's a dealership that we're looking at. Let's use this as an example. Okay, this dealership here. I live in Atlanta, so let's do this. We're gonna come here, local dealerships, oops, in Atlanta, right? So pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of them. For instance, here's a lot of dealerships in Atlanta. If I want to go to dealership route, the thing about dealerships that I love is it's gonna be easy to find Mercedes-Benz, a Buckhead. Here's really interesting to get, right? I think the quarterback for the University of Tennessee, I think I saw this. He actually got a dealership. So this is easy to actually go here. You can go to their website, click on this, go to their website. So there's two things to do. If you wanted to connect with these individuals, easy to get. Of course, they're all in sales, so a salesperson is going to answer. You probably want to talk to the general manager. They will be the person that you would be able to make that decision, not a salesperson. So make sure you know who you're talking to. Don't call sales. Understand who the general manager is, and see if we can find the general manager here on the website. If I can't find the general, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to look for the general manager. You can simply just call and ask them, who the general manager is for the business. And it'd be simple. Let's see. Don't want to spend too much time looking for it, but that's the person you're going to want to find is the general manager. Here are their hours. Pick up the phone and call them. Which it will be the next point, right? You have to pick up the phone and call someone, or go in face to face to be able to see if they even are open to doing this type of a deal. So Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead is an example that I'm using. So we will call them, and now if we got them on the phone, say we got the general manager on the phone, the question we want to ask is, hey, my name is Kobe Ellison. I'm giving you a call because I'm a student athlete, and as you know, the NIL space is hot right now. Say something like that, and wanted to know what you'd be opposed of actually working with me and doing an NIL deal. They might say, no, we don't do it, or yes, we might do it. If they say, yes, we will do, you need to be able to understand what that looks like for them, for you to work with them, right? What value are you offering? And understand the social media, understand the NIL space. I think about 65% of all NIL deals involve some sort of social media, according to some sources that I saw online, that you're posting on your social media. So you need to understand what value. Now, this might be a stretch for you. So again, you want to reach out to companies you can offer some value for. It doesn't always have to do with a lot of followers. Oftentimes you have a niche following, 5,000, 2,000, you have a close relationship with your audience. That could be valuable. But here specifically, all you're trying to do again is start reaching out to some of these people by yourself. It's a very simple process. Understand the companies you want to reach out to. In my case, it would be Buckhead, Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead. Call them, ask them a question. If they say yes, you want to lead them to the process that your school has in place, whether that's open doors, whether that's influencer. That information should have been given to you. Just follow that process because you want to make sure you're staying compliant with the school and with the state, everyone, so you don't lose your scholarship. Lastly, if they say no, we don't do that. We're not in the NIL space. The one thing you always want to do, and this is more of a sales, something you do in sales, try to get a referral. If they say no, I understand you not know. Do you know anyone in the automotive space that is doing NIL deals? Anyone that you can refer me to? Because typically, if they're in this space, they know they have other business partners or a network in this space that they can refer you to. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, I like this. Here it says 5 simple steps. I actually have 4 simple steps to securing NIL deals. 1, know your internal process. Just in case someone says yes, you know how to implement that process. I should say that again. Know your internal process. So if someone says yes, you know how to direct them to the right information so you make sure you're staying compliant. 2, look local. Understand the local deals that are out there. In my case, I gave you this example. Started here with this particular example of someone in UT working with a local dealership. So if one dealership is doing it, and I've seen this in a lot of different areas, multiple dealerships are probably going to get on board eventually. So that'd probably be a good place to start. Just model what's already been done out there, but also make sure it fits with the brand that you're trying to create, right? So that's 2. That's 1. I'm getting confused. Hopefully you know what I'm saying here. And 2, it's actually call them or meet with them or go there face to face and just simply ask them this question: are you opposed to work with me as a student athlete to doing an NIL deal? If they say yes, take them through the process that your school actually has in place to make sure that you're staying compliant. So I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to sign up for I actually have a Google form that I'm gonna put in the description. Sign up for that, because what I'm trying to do is trying to create a community and bring more helpful information to you, more not just education, but how do you apply that education? A lot of people can give education, but I want to teach you how to apply that education. So you might be getting a lot of information from your school or from other people, but how are you applying that? So hope this video was helpful, and everyone stay tuned for the next video I'm going to be shooting. Everyone take care.